through numerous mixtapes, most notably the Diamond Cut series that were filled with exclusives from artists such as Ace Hood, Rick Ross, French Montana, etc. That of course has led to relationships with major US mixtape DJs such as Superstar J, DJ Spinatek, etc. Not only is he holding down mixtapes, but you can catch him in clubs all over the GTA and the Tri-Cities area. We have the DJ known as the Forearm Monster, aka it's called DJ Scratchez in the building. How you doing, my man? Welcome to Royalty Radio once again.
Always a pleasure.
This gentleman right here, this guy right here that I'm about to know, he's cool. He just sits there. He lays back in the cut. He just chills. He doesn't even say anything unless you ask him. You know what I'm saying? No stranger to Royalty Radio. He's been here. He was back here in March doing his thing, and he's been on roll since then, having DJed from parties such as the Drake Weekend, Slim from 112, RL, etc. You know, there was some people would take that as a crowning achievement, but it's not even a crowning achievement. You know, that's just the beginning of it. You know, he's going on. His fan base is a loyal one. They follow him wherever he rocks parties all over the biggest clubs in Toronto. Not to mention dropping mixes on SoundCloud that spread faster than Usain Bolt running 100 meters. That's how quick they go. You know, on the turntables he morphs into a beast, but off the tables he's as humble a dude and respectful a dude as you can be. We have a gentleman who likes to keep himself on point, DJ Beanz from On Point Entertainment. Welcome back to Royalty Radio, my man.
What up?
How you doing now? How you doing?
Great.
I mean, I know you look like you've just been putting in work the whole day. You know, you're just coming through, man.
That's what it is, man.
It's all good. It's all good. We got DJ Andre, so we're waiting for G-Star. He's gonna come through, but you know, it's all good. We'll start off like this. Now, I guess the first one will be like, many people, you know, feel that the role of DJ has changed over the years. You know, before he or she would be placed in a corner of the room, just play records, just, you know, do your thing. But now, I mean, it's changed where the DJ is at the forefront of a club or an event. If you take, for example, electronic dance music, the DJ is celebrated and in essence is the rock star. Sometimes in hip hop though, it seems as if the DJ is not celebrated. Do you agree with that statement?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. It just depends on who you are and who you know and how you build yourself up. Because at the same time, there's DJs that DJ and there's DJs that don't really DJ, but they're bigger than exactly, and they're making more money than a lot of us. So we're the ones that took the time to learn our craft properly, right? But that's what it comes down to usually now. So.
Now, of course, I mean, especially with technology, you know, access to everything being so easy. I mean, how important is it that you go back to learn your roots? Do you guys feel? You know, to learn that, you know, you can mix off the turntable, you know, not just the CDJ, you know, not just, you know, Serato. You gotta know how, you gotta learn that. I mean, how important is that for you to go back and learn that as the basics?
Well, for me, that's where I came from, so I think it's very important to understand, first of all, where it came from.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, when I see DJs and they're not doing it the way it's supposed to be done,
I feel his pain.
His reaction is
I
see that too.
It's not often though, at most, that you'd be at an event and you kind of see something on the side eye and like.
Because it's a big thing, especially for me when I do shows and stuff. Because people, they'll get me because I know I'm gonna take control of everything and make sure everything's running how it's supposed to go.
Right.
But there's all these other DJs, even though they're not better, they're not bigger, but they'll just come in and think they can just do whatever, and then they're gone, right? They just get paid and they're gone, but they don't know the simplest things. And it's like something in their Serato with myself. I'm like, you don't know how to do that. It's like all these big DJs from the States too.
So it's like technical.
Yeah.
A lot of it's.
But the thing is, when you learn what you're doing and you learn your craft properly, you should know all that stuff before. Like that stuff should have been in your mistakes. Right. Like, you know.
So what point in the game should they learn that foundation though? Because it's not like there's a DJ course, right? That someone was really interested in becoming a DJ and they really wanted to learn them. Let's say they didn't have the resources of friends or individuals that could show them. How are they supposed to learn them?
To tell you the truth, even like not just DJing, graphics design, all that stuff I do. Right. Like I learned everything I know from YouTube. Like to tell you the truth, you know, like there's so many ways to learn now, especially what William said with technology, man. Like there's no excuse not to know what to do and where to find things and all that stuff, even if you don't know anybody, right? So.
Do the DJs amongst themselves in Toronto like to help each other out though in that way? Like, let's say someone's not a visual learner. I'm not a visual learner. I want to be a DJ. I can't watch YouTube tutorials to learn anything, even if I really wanted to.
He's talk on this,
right? So, like, if you want to approach someone like yourself or like another individual in your game, are people in your industry approachable that can happen? Y'all help each other out to learn and do better? Your face.
Not really. For the most part, no. I'll be honest.
Okay.
That's true.
Unless there is no unless actually. And I think it has a lot to do with so many people want to DJ now, and so many. It's just saturated to the highest degree. You know what I mean? So I think that has a part to do with it, but no, DJs aren't approachable.
That's not approachable people.
It's funny because even you see DJs even get mad at people when they ask them for music and stuff like. But that's your job. You're supposed to, But when the way you're supposed to get them is just try to keep showing them that you're willing to work, you're willing to keep going, and then that little point right there, that consistency, that gets you a long way, even if you are garbage. That consistency is showing people. That's how I got it. Like the consistency that these people see me giving towards the game and what I'm doing, like. That means you want it bad, and they want to see that out of you before they even show you any love, So that's a big part of the game. Man.
You're awesome.
You're awesome. It's all about that. Now, I mean, in terms of even approaching, if you're gonna approach someone or you're gonna be consistent, in terms of approaching, what would be one of the best ways to approach a DJ first? Because a lot of times people just, you guys are scary people.
Wait, was it for you or
some people might not know the best way to approach them. So, Scratchez for you, what would be the best way?
I don't know. The thing I did was just, especially in my city, it's a little bit smaller than Toronto, but I think Toronto would have been a lot easier for me anyway, just because I'm a people person, right? I grew up with a lot of different races and all that kind of stuff, especially in school and stuff, so it's easy for me. But what I just started doing was just going to all the clubs that I know I would hear what music I would want to hear, and music that I would want to start playing. And just them seeing you there all the time, or bigging them up, or just saying, "Oh, I appreciate how you playing the music," and that's how I started working with Flash. Started from scratch, White Gold, especially White Gold. That's how I really got in with him, and then you just show them that you want to do something. And most of the time, they'll be hesitant, but at the same time, as I said, when you keep going and you're trying to show them that you're trying, most of them will open up and be like, okay, let me give you a chance, and you just give it all to destroy that chance, and then there you go.
All right, definitely for sure. I mean, in terms of hip hop, do you feel that hip hop in itself as a genre, do you feel that it plays, or there's enough done to celebrate the DJ in hip hop, or should there be more done? So the genre of hip hop, do you think that it pays homage enough to the DJ, or do you think that there should be more done to pay homage to the DJ in that sense?
Well, if you look at it nowadays, a lot of DJs are presenting songs. You know what I mean? So I think it's better than it was. The fact that DJs are presenting songs and DJs are making such big money, I think the answer to that is yeah.
But those DJs are producing songs as well, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like they're kind of like putting the whole song together to present it. But what about like the holistic original DJ who may not want to get into production, just like play music? Is there enough respect in that realm?
I think there is. I just
because you guys are humble people.
Yeah.
Like I don't like categorizing. And
you have to be, because when you're a DJ, you're working for the crowd, right? You gotta be like. There's so many DJs, man, that like just cheese me because they're like such.
The D-bags, pretty much. Yeah.
It's just like, yo, like calm yourself. Like, hey, you're big, but at the same time, like show people love, man. They're showing you love by coming there. They're giving their money to be there. Like at least give them a
good time.
And especially when people are drinking and stuff, you don't gotta be like that, man. People are coming to have a good time. Just as a DJ, you're getting bigger and bigger. You should know how to handle people eventually, right? So just give them that little leeway, and then those people that just keep going and going, those people will get a talking to. But then just gotta leave it alone at some point,
For sure. Now, I mean, in Canada, it seems as if DJ Charlie D, DJ Mastermind, Young Kids, etc. They've dropped their own singles in terms of songs, and they've made noise with them. for you guys as DJs, you know, you're still in the movement, doing your thing, starting out. But do you guys see yourselves dropping any singles for yourselves at any point in time?
I'm actually, I shouldn't even be saying this. Yeah. I'm working on something.
You're working on something.
Yeah, I've been looking for some beats and been working with DJ Plug.
Okay.
Trying to do some stuff there. So
alright.
I just need that. When it comes to that kind of stuff too, you're gonna need you're gonna need those names behind you. Right. And that the thing is, when you keep working and you can't do that stuff right away. Right. Unless you got like crazy money and you can just buy the track. Like nobody can do that really go as a DJ, right?
It's almost like what's the benefit to buying that?
Exactly. And when you know them and you connect with them, they're gonna give you that good music.
Probably
you know? They're gonna deal with you properly, you know?
Right. Definitely. So I think I'd like to think that maybe, you know, in terms of establishing relationships.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very crucial.
It's a big one.
Very.
You want to be, especially when you're doing it, if you want to do a track, and you're getting your own beat and you want them to come, you're going to want to be in the studio with them. Right? Yeah. It's your vision. Right. You're not trying to get their vision. You're going to want their style in it, but it's your vision, right? That's why Charlie B, when he has like the Grey Goose with Harvey Stripes and all that stuff, like you could tell like his influence is in it, in the video and everything, right? So it'll benefit you in the end.
I mean, all of you have your way in terms, you know, helping out, you know, local artists. If it's, you know, DJ Scratch putting out, you know, local artists on mixtape, Beanz playing certain records in the clubs, you know, all that. What's the best way for a new artist when they're trying to approach you and give, you know, their song? What's the best way for them to approach you?
Have good music, have good production, have a brand behind it.
I'm with that full package, man.
Exactly.
But the only thing we know is for you to actually take a chance to listen to it, right?
Sorry.
Like, is there something in, like, for you to know all that, the production, if it's good, like, you have to actually.
The thing
you
is,
can see.
Yeah. No, you'll see.
You can see.
Exactly.
Someone has you, you can tell how serious they are about what they're doing and how, like, just if they even know what branding is, you know what I mean?
Right. So if it looks good, you're gonna more than likely take a chance to listen to it.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's true. It's kind of bad at the same time, but not really, because when you give me that CD and it's like it has plastic wrap and like it's from HMV, you got like a proper logo, all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna be like, yo, but at least he's serious about it, and I'm gonna take it in, you know. So I really at least give that respect, you know.
Okay. Now, you know, I always ask artists when they walk through or when they come through the studio, the name, the importance of the name.
Their name as a DJ?
Not their name as a DJ, but the name of an artist. Has the name of an artist ever hindered you from saying, I don't know if I should look at this, but I don't know if I should take them seriously? Has that ever happened to you where someone said, I don't know, my name is Mike on the wall or something, and you know, they just, you know, they handed it and said, listen to this. Has that ever prevented you from listening to their music?
Nah.
Can a name be all
Can a name be a hindrance?
Not me. It's just branding to me. You could be named. Your name could be nothing. You know what I mean? But if what's behind you is something, that's all that matters to me. You know?
Okay. I got you. Now, in terms of musical talent, you know, especially for Scratches, when you're putting out, you know, music on mixtapes, how do you determine what music or which musicians make the cut for you?
I don't know. It depends on. I guess it usually depends on just the DJ, right? Like if you certain DJs like different music, but at the same time, you're gonna know just being a DJ, and that's why when she was talking about like producing and stuff, that's why DJs are so good at it, because we know what we're looking for, we know what the people are gonna bounce to, you know, we know what's gonna get them moving. So when it comes down to that, it's just. Like when I'm looking through songs and I'm getting new music and stuff, I know it's gonna be something else. So even though if that song might not last long, even when you're trying to break it and stuff and it doesn't last long, at least it has that motion where it's gonna get people moving at least for that time, right? So
I think that sometimes, you know, we all listen to music, and you might listen to a new artist and you might say, you know what, I think this song is gonna blow. So how have you guys dealt with a situation like that where you listen to a song, it's not out there, not that many people know about it, but you as a DJ feel like, you know what, this is the next song, without any external influence, you just felt that listening to that song means that it's next. How do you, get that out there for people to know that this is what I feel is going to be next? And what is your concept if it doesn't really make, you know, the buzz that you expected it to?
I don't know, at the same time you gotta take those risks on those people, because those risks that I took on a lot of people, like no flex zone.
Right.
Man, I was just people getting on that now though, right?
Yeah. Right.
So it's a big benefit because at the same time you want like a lot of artists these days, especially in the A, like it's funny how much support I get from them.
Right.
And because I guess they see that like I'm getting at them before they're big, you know, I'm hearing about them, I'm staying on the underground scene even though I don't live there.
Right.
Like I'm staying connected that way where like I know how to be able to find them, the music, and if I know it's hot, I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna keep grinding and keep playing it for them, and I let them know that I'm playing it, you know? And they appreciate that stuff. They don't, with these big artists now, a lot of DJs and stuff are trying to get at them when they're just about to blow, which they know they're about to blow, right? You can't be doing that because they're gonna see me like, yo, you're another person who's trying to feed off me, you know? Yeah. Exactly. So you gotta get at them early, and you gotta stay in the underground when it comes to that stuff, because it's paying off big ways for me now. So.
And how important is it to stay true to a particular artist when you look at that artist and you say, okay, this is the artist I'm going for, even if it doesn't seem to be working out that way? How important is it still to be, you know, supportive of that artist, even if
you just gotta be genuine whenever that's a big thing.
Right. Because
if you believe in something, you're gonna keep going with it. You know, if you believe in that person's music, and even though I don't know these people personally and stuff, like some of them don't show me love, but I just don't stop playing their stuff just because I'm not gonna be like hating on them. I'm a DJ, right? That's just what I'm supposed to be doing. That's what I'm supposed to be giving people new stuff, and even though sometimes they don't show me the love back, that's just what it is, man. You can't keep your emotions when it comes to business, especially music. So
business is business and personal is
exactly.
personal, right? Sure. Now, I mean, beyond the quality of music that an artist will bring to you, is there anything else that you look at in terms of the artist when you're playing a track from them, or if you're in a club, like if you're gonna put this particular song on, what else aside from the quality of music do you look at?
You got anything on there?
Besides the quality of music, what else do you look at?
Because I know number one, music quality is one of the most important things. But aside from that, what do you think it is that draws attention?
I would just say like how you put it all together, like the beat, your voice, how you deliver. It should. Even though there's those tracks where like Joe Budden on them, they got those tracks where like they go serious, but like people love them, like as soon as you play with like Camera, man, he wasn't playing no like crazy hype tracks, but like people love them when as soon as that dropped, they're going crazy, so those little, especially when like French Montana just started and he was doing with the Coke and had Max B and stuff, like Playing in the Wind and all that kind of stuff, like that stuff like you wouldn't think you would be playing in the club, but you drop that stuff in the club, people go crazy for it, so that's the nice thing about being a DJ too, and being able to unleash that kind of stuff on them, because they don't expect it.
Right.
So when you play it, they're like, oh, I appreciate that, like I wouldn't expect to hear that in the club,
For sure. In terms of local artists, since we're in Canada, I know a lot of the music does come from the States, and that's a lot of times what gets the clubs bouncing and all of that. But I mean, locally, have you heard any music this year that's really impressed you?
I've heard a couple people.
Okay.
It's when it comes to Canada, to tell you the truth, especially Canadian artists, I don't mean to bag on nobody or nothing, but like they're just on some high pedestal for some reason. That's how it is. But at the same time, I understand why, because it's really hard to come from like me, man. I've been doing this for a long time, man. I'm just getting the benefits now, like the really good benefits now. So, especially as an artist, like when they get that certain buzz and they got a buzz around their city, and it's bigger out here, right? Where I'm at, it's a little bit smaller, but you get those little hood celebrities that nobody really knows about, but they're there,
Yeah.
And they get that little, like, especially because a lot of them are working on, like I've been working on my own for a long time, right? So it kind of like hits you in the heart when like people are trying to get at you because you're getting bigger and bigger in your own city, and they just don't want to. They're careful. Yeah. They're really careful, especially in Canada. So.
And what do you think it will take for them to break out of that careful mode, if you will?
I don't know. I think they just got to be a little bit more humble and more open, because they could. There's a lot of artists that I asked, just send me music. That's all I gotta do, just send me music. Nobody sends me no music. A lot of them don't send me no music. But then when the mixtape started popping, who's sending me music now?
All of a sudden.
You know, so I don't know. It's just a weird thing when it comes to.
What was the word that you used? For them to be comfortable? For them to be.
They're too careful, I guess.
Careful? Is it being careful?
It's not. It's being careful at the same
being
time.
politically correct right now.
Yeah.
Is it careful or is it clicky? Like clicks or.
There are a lot of clicks. Yeah. There are a lot of clicks.
Because I don't feel like you have to be that careful. Like if you want your music to be played, like if you're thinking like business wise as an artist, right? It doesn't matter if you like the DJ or not. A spin is a spin is a spin, and you're getting paid for that spin.
Right.
So whether or not I like how you're gonna pull it together, you're playing it for an audience that I probably not had reached to if I was an artist.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna send your music. I'm thinking money, right?
Exactly.
Spins equal money.
They don't think like
yes,
that.
play my music. Send it to your grandma's church too. Spin that everywhere and collect.
And that's why we respect artists like that. Like your job as an artist, you got tracks and you're trying to get your tracks out. You should be sending them to me, and when I'm in the club, you should be bugging the hell out of me to play them. Even if I don't really think it's fit right at then, at least I know you're bugging me to play him, and it's gonna get stuck in my head that okay, let me try to play this for this guy because he has people here, he's bringing people out to my events. Why not at least play the track for one time? You know, that's just what it is. But a lot of them seem like they don't want to do that kind of thing because they see it comes down to the thing where like, okay, I reached this certain point and I don't want to. You know, it's just like the Instagram thing, like follow here, follow there. Like, you gotta follow me to follow back. You know, like it's the whole kind of game now. Like,
so they feel like they reached this ceiling that Toronto, because there is a ceiling. I feel like there's a peak that until you can break that, they become international. So they reach this ceiling, and you're saying like
they want to have more followers than they're following the people that they're following. You know, it's crazy, man. It's fun. You think it's serious?
No, it's funny because it's true. I'm laughing because
like people that be going on. It's just like Twitter, man. Like people be going on Twitter and like following people, and then they follow them back, of course, and then like 3 days later they'll go on and like see, and then they'll start unfollowing everybody because then. Now it looks like they got more people than like it's messed up.
Numbers game.
Yeah, it is.
It's a numbers game.
Women line, men line numbers.
Numbers exactly.
Okay.
But the like spins for some of these guys, those numbers don't lie too.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think like the whole problem too is that most of these guys don't know how to build. Like for example, if you see someone like DJ Beanz who's on the come up, who's doing big parties, build with him. Show up to a club and say, Beanz, do you want a drink? Scratchez, do you want a drink? Or send them like a free T-shirt or like a CD or something to just build with them, because at the end of the day, Beanz probably has hundreds of singers and whatever sending him music. Same with like Scratchez, same with myself.
Right.
Just at the end of the day, if you want to be like, you have to kind of
different.
Yeah, be like just do your own thing, but be just kind of like just like be in it. You know, like how Scratchez said, be in our hair, but also at the same time. Be like different, and that way you'll be in like the back of my mind when I'm and like same with Beanz and same with like Scratchez, right? Just kind of learn to build with these guys first, and like not just think only on Instagram and Facebook and all, but actually show up, talk to them, talk to Beanz, ask him what he likes, see how he plays, and see okay, Beanz plays this like this style of music, maybe it can work. Yeah. So let's try and work. That's it.
Exactly. Like when I'm doing a mixtape, I should be thinking of you in the back of my head. Like, yo, I should ask him for a track, you know?
Right. So it sounds like you want your artists to like build relationships. It seems like that's probably like the missing link for you. You'd say, like always not building proper relationships with a DJ.
No, not at all.
Do you feel like you have to fight for music? Like, are there particular people that you feel like until you got to a certain point, they weren't really?
Well, like, to be honest, I don't fight. I don't argue. If you want to give me your music, then you give me your music. If you don't, then you care. If you don't, I'm still going to continue to do how I do.
Right.
And try to get to that next level, whether you want to give music or not.
Right.
Whether you want to be humble or not.
Right.
Whether you want it or not.
Right.
So, that's just my approach. Personally. Yeah.
Of course, but they shouldn't have to chase down an artist.
Yeah.
If they want to give it to you, they will. But I guess let's jump on to the next point. You know, I didn't make a rant about it a while ago, but we'll talk about it since we do have DJs in here. Let's talk about the knowledge of a DJ bag.
You're going at this again, eh?
Yeah, let's go.
It's a serious thing for us. It's personal. It's personal for us. this topic.
Personal for Eddie.
Especially Eddie.
I think I'm not a DJ, but at the end of the day, I like to think that an artist should know what a DJ pack is. Is it?
At what point in the game do you feel an artist needs to be for them to know what a DJ pack is?
The very beginning.
The very beginning. So as soon as you decided I want to record, before I even got into the studio, I'm like, I need a DJ pack.
Not the very beginning. If you're gonna send a DJ a track,
Right.
it's one thing to send a DJ your track, but then it's another thing to say here's an instrumental, here's acapella, here's a radio edit, there's a dirty version, here's.
Give us more to do with it.
So you want to give the artist should be giving you options
Exactly.
to basically be able to play their music whichever way that your style fits you. So that's what a DJ pack is, just to explain out there, right?
So say if I really like the hook or something, like maybe I can do like a little mix with it or something. You know, like give me more options to use it, not just track it done. You know.
Because I don't think artists know that. I don't think that's a common sense element where they think that's what a DJ pack can do. I think they just think, here's my song, this is it in its original.
The big thing is too when they get their stuff recorded, it's just they don't even get that stuff from they probably just have the instrumental, but they don't ask the person that's mastering the stuff to give them all of that stuff separately like that. They just want the track and then they're like, oh, here you go.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of artists think of that next level of that, right? Like what DJs do. Or I think from just the show itself and our own experiences, I think a lot of artists think that that's not their job to have those things, have those components. It's actually the DJ's job to go out there and find the acapella and find the instrumentals.
If you're paying how much money to record, you should be getting that stuff.
Just from our experience, I think for most part, Andre,
it's true.
I think most artists think that's not their job.
Which it should be.
Your face is praying right
I know what you're doing, because if you send me a track and it says audio 1, I'm not listening to it. I don't care how good you are, yo. It should not at least say your name and the track.
All of us are
audio.
Oh my gosh.
Track 5.
Horrible, man.
So organization too.
Yeah.
You want a DJ pack or anyone to send you music, it needs to be labeled.
Yeah, because
it needs to be.
We're getting a lot of music from a lot of different artists, and I'm getting a lot of artists from around the world. I don't know, so I can just get an email. And open it, I'll be like, okay, I like this song. But then I could have deleted the email or something, but I just downloaded the song. I don't know where to find you. I don't know
You're not gonna know.
When it's in audio one, I'm like, I try to put it in my iTunes or something. If the file name will come up or something, but then when I can't find it, and I put it on my mixtape, I don't know what your name is, so like, what am I supposed to put it as?
See, I don't think an artist thinks of all these things though. I think for the most part they should. But a lot of them don't have that business layer that they think of that, they foresee that, or even really understand your job as a DJ to think of that.
Definitely. It's one of those tough ones, man.
Well, it's just like going down to back to the roots when you become a DJ and want to be a DJ. I started learning about turntables. I started about belt drives, direct drive. Like, you should know that kind of stuff. When you're serious with something, you should do some research. Especially with music too. You get into research before any time I get into a new genre of music. If I feel like I should start playing that kind of music, I'll research about it. You know, I'm not gonna just play the tracks just because I got it from a DJ that said it was good. You know, you gotta play them, at least play them at home. You know, play them, test them for yourself. You know, all that kind of stuff.
What are your thoughts about radio in Canada? Do you feel like the thoughts needs, do you think that there's something that really needs to change? I mean, for example, like when G98 came out, there was the argument that they weren't really giving the spotlight to the younger crowd. It was more so just the older crowd, which they have the right to do, right? In terms of media and everything like that. What's your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
DJ-wise?
DJ-wise, yeah.
DJ-wise or radio?
Yeah.
So let me try to answer that question. So
basically, like in terms of radio stations starting out, should they just should they really look at the young cats and help them get their name out there, or should they just
they're looking for that name first.
Right.
Any money, they're looking for that name. That's gonna make people listen first, right? Especially when they're just starting.
Right.
I guess that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
But they should have like a little opening where like they're gonna put at least one DJ on where like you can start working with that other DJ that's big, right? So as long as you earn that spot, why not?
Now, of course, you guys are used to doing DJing in the clubs and everything like that. Would you guys consider transitioning to radio at any point if that kind of opening came up?
I've been thinking about it, just like some online stuff first, but I don't know. Sometimes I do so much people don't know that I do graphics, I'm DJ, I'm so-called promoter too. So like,
that's why he's the.
That's the thing though. In this game, you gotta, especially the promoters, man. When they're giving you money to do something, they think you're supposed to be promoting, DJing, getting flyers.
Even though it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Right? At the end of the day, if you're a promoter, that's your job. Promote the event. Right?
But they'll get at me more just because I know how to do all that, and then they think that money that they're paying me to DJ is supposed to include it with all. I'm like, nah, man, that's extra. Exactly. That's extra, man.
Definitely, man, definitely. I mean, speaking about that, I mean, in terms of DJs, you know, you guys being in clubs, you were talking earlier about how it's saturated in terms of the DJ game. You know, some people, in terms of some DJs, when they're starting out, they like to undercut other DJs. So you guys will, let's say, charge $200 for an event, which is justified at that point in time. Another DJ is gonna come and be like, yo, instead of $200, I'll do it for $50. You know,
that's what messes the game, right?
But that's not with everything, right? Like, you can go get your nails done, right? There's two different people. There's a person who's a student, they're still in beauty school, and they're willing to do it for free. Or there's, you know, shout out to my girl Kat, who does designs and all that, and she may charge you a little bit more. It may be like $60 to $100 a hand. But it's quality over, you know, quantity, right? Like, who's gonna get the job done properly?
There's a lot of DJs pissed off about that kind of stuff. Yeah. Like Scratch, White Gold, they get mad about that stuff because at the same time, when it comes to DJing, even though everybody wants to be a DJ, there's that little corner of people that are actually good. And when there's somebody that works really hard on what they want, and then there's somebody that just comes in because they want the money, you shouldn't want that money in the first place. You should be doing it because you love the music. And once you love that music, or in anything you do, once you love something and you want to do it as bad as you, that'll come. And it'll be a better feeling for you too, because once you reach there, you're like, holy.
Trust me, I think all of us have been undercut at one point. You know, Beanz, Scratches, and like the thing is with like these two guys is, you know what, they're actually good, and that when you book them, they come to work. Like, they're not there to look cool, to pose for pictures, to pop bottles. They're there to rock the crowd, you know. Like, I've played like with these guys, and trust me, you know, like they're not there to get wavy until, you know, I think Beanz wavy, but like he wasn't DJing that night. That's it. Honestly, I'm just joking. But I mean, like Beanz comes to work, same with like Scratches. So the thing is, because like these guys actually care about their craft. Like we care about, you know, like actually mixing and blending and like playing the song at the right time. While you have some of these like new cats who just think it's just all about playing like the hottest 10 songs. Like and the thing is, now you see all these new people popping up as like DJs, and it's funny. This one, you know, I'm like not gonna mention his name. But he's a so-called producer that's gonna be DJing, so you can fill in the blanks. Okay. And so he actually called up my homie P Plus, and he's like, P, can you send me the 10 hottest songs, and I'll play it. I'll tell you off here, don't worry. Okay. So, and then P Plus was like appalled, because like P Plus is like us. He cares about it. Like, I don't think I think P Plus was so mad. It took him 2 days to answer, to answer back, like this guy's text. He was so mad. He even answered. Wow. I guess that guy was even.
First of all, you shouldn't be asking for 10. You should ask for 20. Just if you only think you're gonna play 10 tracks and it's gonna go perfect.
Right. That's true. Beanz, what's your opinion on that, man? What's your opinion?
It's just the same thing. It's just like, I'm just gonna say it in just different words. You're talking about undercut, right? Yeah. It's really, it is a part of the game. Any game, really. So it's just like, what can you really do except just continue to do what you do and what you love. And
hopefully that love.
You gotta. A big thing too is what happened for me. You gotta stay firm, man. You gotta let people know that, like, yo, if you're booking me, you're booking me, and that's how it is. If you don't, it's not that they can't afford it or you think that you're being paid too much. If you think you know your worth, you know, like Drake, you know what you're worth, you know, like if you think that's what you're worth and you know that too, then that's how it should be. And if people don't, it might take a little while for people to adjust to it, but when you keep working and people are saying like, yo, he holds it down every time he's doing something, they're gonna start paying that money, and they're gonna know, not when they come to you, it's straight business. There's no games, you know. So
Definitely. Now, in terms of branding yourselves, how important is branding?
Very now, especially with social media and all that. Very. So I wouldn't say DJ like your skill is more than branding or branding is more than. I think it's almost like 50-50 with the way it is now. You know what I mean? It's both very important. One does not with the other.
Right.
At this point, in my opinion.
I got you. Now, in terms of you guys, taking in from the older DJs, what is some of the best piece of advice that the older DJs have given to you, or the veterans in the game, I should say?
For me, play for the ladies.
I'm licensed, so I can get
I hear that.
Honestly, though, just keep it humble.
Right.
You know, there's nothing. Just be humble. Because
that's a big part.
Just be humble.
Because once they want that kind of aura and karma. And when you have that, when you're that kind of person, especially being a DJ, most DJs are usually like that. But then when they get to certain points, they'll have different. But you can't really blame them. But at the same time, you just got to be open to a lot of different kind of people, and you just gotta choose your battles and just work through it, I guess.
For sure. Any advice for any upcoming DJs? Be humble.
Work hard.
Yeah.
Be humble, work hard. Yeah.
Like I'm buzzing off these interviews. I'm doing
He's
too
ready
much.
to go put in work.
It's worth it in the end if you love what you do. So
for sure.
Just do it.
I got you. The caravan is around me. You guys, I know you got like 50 million events. More events in 2 weeks or in this weekend than like having 6 months. So promote yourself. Let the people know where you guys are gonna be this week. I don't know.
I'm gonna be Thursday. I got my new event going on called Re Up Thursdays.
Okay.
It's our branding for our new company that I'm opening. I got one of them exclusive sweaters on right now. It's not. We're just getting it out to all the stores first. So then once it's out, and you can get it everywhere.
Right.
So we're gonna be doing that. Me and DJ Surreal from Waterloo.
Okay.
We're gonna be doing that. All new stuff.
Okay.
Exclusive music I'm gonna be dropping every week, and then I should be at Logan 4th on Saturday.
Nice.
So it's good to start coming back into Toronto, and I got that vibe back, so I'm gonna start coming back. And
sure you gonna take in any festivities?
Usually around Caravan, I just get booked, so it's like I really can't, And I live farther, right? So I gotta do this, do that, and go back here. And as you guys were saying, like people renting cars and all that. I'd rather feed my daughter than do that, So exactly.
For sure. Beanz, what about you? I know you're the man with the master plan.
Thursday, I'm at this place called Toyka.
Okay.
On Richmond.
Yep.
And then Friday at Maison Mercer, hosted by Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah. That too.
Saturday. Saturday, I'm at Time with First Choice from New York.
Okay.
And Aisha married. It's
funny you say late because there's a lot of people that be coming and hosting parties. You don't know that.
I know, right? It's true though. I think anybody can
real
host
famous.
it.
It's just like
that's true. Anybody can host followers. For sure.
And
big event.
Sunday Hot 97, August Alsina. And Monday with my boy 905.
Alright.
The Drake OVO after party.
Wait. And he forgot he's also on Sunday with us at YG.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, you got so much stuff you were forgetting.
He's
just working.
Wait. And he also has a rooftop party too, right? Monday.
Oh shit.
Wow.
He wasn't gonna go. He wasn't gonna go.
He's holding it down right now.
If you didn't tell him that, you'd be in abundance.
That's horrible.
Oh man, so they're all over the place this weekend, man, definitely. And actually, one more thing, big shout out to the homie Jello from OPE in the building. Shout out to Jello. Ladies follow him, ladies only though, ladies follow him. See him at the club, but don't come to his booth asking for free drinks, right? Because that's none of my business. Oh man, you know what it is, man. Before you guys go, I want to say thank you guys for coming through, much appreciated. Shout out to DJ Star doing his thing, of course. But before you guys go, promote yourselves one more time. Let the people know what's good.
Oh, I also want to let them know I'm gonna be dropping a workout mixtape with Chosen.
Workout.
So.
Are you gonna be working out in this, or you're just?
I've been I was working out for a little while, but then
okay.
I just started getting so busy. I was like, I can't. It makes me feel good because I gotta eat good, and then you feel so much more. But like when you're doing so much, it's just like
it's hard.
It's either like I'm gonna fall asleep, and I can't. I got work to do, so I can't be falling asleep. So this kind of life with working out, it's hard, man. Yeah, man. And you're eating a lot of food, and you know that when I just skip food.
After club.
Trust me. But yeah, that's gonna be dropping. I should be getting that finished this weekend. It should be out, and then you got the new Diamond Cuts 23 coming out, aka Goro.
Yes, aka Goro.
But yeah, that's coming out, and then
definitely.
Gonna keep moving.
For sure. Beanz, promote yourself with Beanz.
Just want to shout out my team.
Yes.
On point.
Keeping it on point.
Stay on point. That's it. On point.